Hi, I'm Tom Bruckner. Thank you for watching my series on how I built this ramp. Today we're going to talk about the coping on my really snowy, icy ramp right now. I'd have to say one of the hardest parts of putting together the half pipe is setting the coping. Now, a lot of people say, hey, you want the coping to be about 3/8 inch off. I'm okay with a 1/4 inch up. There's going to be a lot of little kids doing this. You can still grind on it at a 1/4 inch. So 1/4 inch, 3/8. I mean, there's only an 1/8 inch difference. If you do want it higher, you could always shim it. So let me show you what I did here is that I made 1 inch blocks. Usually people just take the material that they want. I just want to make sure that's about there because there's going to be 3/4 inch on top here, and that leaves a 1/4 inch of an overhang. Now, I did it this way too, and you want to take a look at it, see that it's flush, and that'll leave a 1/4 overhang. It's a little hard to see, and if it's not flush, it's okay because again, you could always just move things up and back. Now that I have the plywood sublayer down, I just took one of the scrap 1/2 inch pieces because again, I want it sticking out a 1/4. Skate light is a 1/4 inch, so this will be flush to it. I also grabbed my 1 inch because again, the stacking is going to be 3/4 inch and I want it sticking above a 1/4. And I wedged the piece back here nice and tight and put it on an angle because I'm going to be screwing holes through it to grab it. And I want to show you that this is how you get the reveal, right? Just do this. It's laying pretty flush. Let me lay it a different way. It's a little bit up. It's not perfect. It is kind of perfect. So even if it was a little bit off, it's okay. Most skaters like it about 3/8. But again, I have a lot of beginners and kids. And now this reveal shows that I probably have a little bit higher to go. I have a little tiny bit. And again, all I have to do is just kind of bang that piece of 2x4. I'm going to unscrew the bottom, just kind of bang it up. And that should give me a nice piece. Once that's set, I'm just going to screw this in again, this piece of 2x4, and it'll be good. I will eventually cut it to 8 feet. I want to cut these threads off. They just don't look good, but they also rust because they're exposed. So I cut it. I'll give it a little spray paint to protect it, and we'll have our coping. Again, this is 2-inch coping. Outer diameter is 2 3/8. So you can, make your notch, but I like to make this little roller circle here. So I can move it around as I need. But you can make it a square like I have it here. I like to have a little bit of a curve to it. Okay, what I'm about to do here is I'm about to set the coping, and I made 4 holes in the back, and I drilled holes through them, and then I get the points where the drill marked on here. And one of the things that people don't mention in their videos is you really have to do this all before you put the platform up. You have to have good access back here. I will be using J hooks to go in from behind. It'll grab it, and then I'll tighten it up. But that's the plan for setting the coping. That way we have a smooth coping. Even though black pipe is considered to be a soft metal, it will eat through your drill bits. So have good quality drill bits or just a lot of drill bits and use some lubrication oil when you do that. Drill 3 times, one with a small drill bit, one with a medium drill bit, and one with the large drill bit that will fit the J hook. So the one tricky thing I realized about the J hooks is that they push all the way back in. So make sure that your hole here is nice and clean through the wood. And I just basically grabbed a nail, but I would recommend using a flathead screwdriver, and I just kind of push the threads through enough to catch. And then I'll tighten it up here, and I might even add some Loctite to it, so maybe blue Loctite. But it also gives you the ability to adjust this too. So if I keep this loose, I could shim underneath it, and then I could tighten it up. I could shim behind it, and then I can tighten it up. So having it go through the back using a J hook is beneficial. Not that you can't do the same by screwing 2 holes through here, but you have this nice, clean, smooth look. But if this is too much for you, you could always just drill through the top. You want to have a big hole and then a smaller hole big enough for the head of the screw, but small enough so the head of the screw holds down. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Don't believe people who say that those holes stop you. They don't do anything. And if you position them in the right spot, you won't even grind over them. I want to show you something. When I was remeasuring and I put the other half inch here, because again, I'm trying to get a total of a 1/4 inch overhang, or they call it a reveal. And since skate light is a 1/4 inch, if I put half inch here, it should stay flush with it. Well, what I noticed is, I don't know, I must have pushed it up a little bit or whatever. So the easiest thing I did was, how well you can see it, but that 2x4, which has, I don't know how well that can focus in there, the J hooks, I can move that. And I left enough room, and I just have to back this off a little bit. But look, see how much I can move it? And then I just re-screw it in. So you can make this adjustable. You just have to be smart about it. And I left enough room in here for the adjustment. This was easy to figure out, this part, this bottom part, because um, there's no angles, right? It's flat. So when I have this 3/4 inch, I'm definitely going to have myself a 1/4 inch reveal, because that's the way I measured it. But this is the tough part, because this is at an angle. So leave yourself some space back here when you cut this out for you to roll it forward or backward. So I'm going to just reset that just with a couple screws into that 2x4, and I'm good to go. Here's a little video of me doing some tricks on the coping. Remember, I have this set at a 1/4 inch reveal, which I believe is great for a beginner like me. And if I do get any better, I can raise it up to 3/8 inch if I want to. Thanks again for watching. The next episodes will be me finishing the ramp. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, hit that notification button, and have a great one.